And we're back, another episode of Bonding with Boogie and a Precious Perspective, and it is your host, Boogie Ogun.
Mm-hmm.
Him, Himothy, him for knee, him the G,
Mm-hmm.
him who doesn't hide, him who seeks, him with the shortest arms, him still with the longest reach, and my boy, of course.
Precious with a precious perspective, and per usual, always a blessing. Honor to be down here with you, brother. Talk that talk. We got my boy Real Duncan on the board, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And we back another Wednesday to chop it up. How you feeling, black man?
I'm well. It's actually crazy because I feel like we ain't shot in a while because we missed last week.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I had shit to talk about last week, but we here now. But like I say, it seems like it's been a while. But I'm well, man. Just maintaining, just doing my thing. How I do positivity first.
On me.
We yourself.
On me. It's a good day. Sun shining. That snow gone. Fuck that snow. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be the first Chicago nigga to say it if ain't nobody else said it.
Like,
I'm not with none of that shit.
Yeah.
And I know we get it. It's winter time. That's what's, but I ain't with none of that shit.
Yeah, that's no way for nobody, man.
Happy to see that shit
For the
gone.
birds, man.
Yeah, we good.
But other than that, yeah, man. I recently popped out, did some poetry. It's been a while since I razzle dazzle. But when I'm called upon, I usually deliver. It was this family's, I guess their uncle has prostate cancer. And I hate to say this, but the doctor gave him, or whoever told him he had 6 months to live, which I really don't like that type of stuff because,
They don't know.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Tay Shirley not too long ago, and she was talking about how one of her homegirls, doctor told her friend's mom she had 2 weeks to live. They're like in week 8 now. And mom's
yeah,
still
and
around,
the nigga who I did the poetry for, that nigga looked well and alive.
You say he seemed pretty lively.
Yeah,
So
like,
shout out to that. I love
you
that.
know, yeah.
And you speak life. So
Yeah,
that's
for
why you was
sure.
there.
Yeah, for sure. But the thing too with cancer is not to take it lightly. Because
all.
you could wake up tomorrow and them to not be able to move at all.
Yeah.
So, brother Jerome, I hope he's doing well. I'm gonna reach out to the person that hit me up to slide through and check on him just to see if he's smooth, because I did meet him. We did I guess share a moment together because I did my thing, of course.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was just good family together. It wasn't my family, but I definitely became a part of their
Vibes
family.
and shit, yeah.
Yeah, Real Duncan and them slid, so shit. It was a smooth little situation.
I think a part of what I said in toward what it is that you do in spoken word, in speaking life, like you become family. That's a very intimate talent and skill, because a lot of times people have words in their head but don't know how to express them. And so the fact that you're able to express and console and, help in such a time where motherfuckers feeling down, out, all of different type of stuff, it's like, yeah, I can see how a family quickly adopts you, because it's like he's speaking our language. We fuck with that. So shout out to you. Yeah.
So my job felt accomplished.
Yeah, that's most definitely what's up.
Yeah, like I said, it's good to get out, and it's been a while since I've been out, and even did poetry aloud. So it felt good to be called upon, because that's when I flourish the most. When called upon, I could call upon myself and do this shit whenever, but for some reason I have a unique talent of really popping out. I was finna say really coming, but really popping, really popping out and doing my thing.
You talking about I really come hard.
Yeah, when I'm called upon, So it was good, just being out, showing talents. But moving along, I was drinking my apple juice this morning.
Okay.
And I was on the phone with one of my homies. Niggas be working and shit, so the guys talk, we call each other and shit. And out of the blue, the nigga started singing, "I wanna be the very best." And for some reason, it took me back to my mornings growing up, getting ready for school in the morning, and Pokemon would damn near be on. And just shout out to that theme song, because like I say, instantly when he started singing it, in real life made me feel like a child again.
Yeah.
And it took me back, and it was like I was getting ready for school, even though I wasn't. I be having nightmares about school. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be having nightmares about report card pickups and shit.
Wild as
and
fuck.
I've been having these dreams for so long.
Yikes.
My mama, report card pickup was not obviously a good thing for me. But yeah. Moving along the poets though.
But before you skip, I feel like that shit it hit because like thinking about that song, that was a poem in itself. That was a anthem in itself.
Yeah.
I was an affirm. I want to be the very best that no one ever was. You feel me? Like to catch them as my greatest test and train them as my like. He
And
was
it's
going
crazy. And it's crazy because he started singing that shit, but it was even crazier that I saw the actual person who sings the song.
Okay.
Like in studio singing it, I guess whenever the time of he was recording, creepy looking white dude. but he was in that bitch doing this thing.
Oh me, yeah. He produced the classic.
Super classic. Like it's like you can't forget, it's nostalgic. Yeah. Honestly.
We'll go ahead.
But yeah, moving along the poets, and I think we've described him as a poet and talked about him as a poet of such. Chicago's very own G Herbo recently just dropped, and I'm not gonna lie, highly impressed.
Yeah.
Highly and I would say the weight, but Herb's been dropping music throughout the time.
Yeah.
And this one just felt different. This one just felt it took us back. We all know Herb is a great rapper. We all know Herb is honestly like how they was calling Dirk the Voice. It's kind of like Herb's voice, even like from when him and Bibby came out, their voice was
they
like
had distinctive sounds.
Herb has an actual voice to be the voice. Yeah. When it comes to rapping and when it comes to especially just like I say in Chicago, Illinois. And it's the growth and just the project itself, like I say, hands down in my book, no skip. I really don't really ever give things 10 out of 10, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it for me what it actually was.
Man.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and speak on that.
Yeah, so it was like you said, you definitely saw the growth. I feel like this was the first I'm gonna say commercial project of Herb's that I was real life like, yeah, I can fuck with this. I feel like everything else was Herb in the industry trying to create, and I don't even know that he's signed to a label or anything like that, but the music that was coming out, it was like, it sounded like this is you and people from an industry or from a certain studio trying to make music together. Whereas this project just sounded like Herb. It sounded like music from, like I said earlier off camera, it put me in mind of Welcome to Phaso Land in regards to just his presence, like him talking about who and how he was and talking about like looking at it. And I don't really big homie niggas or say, but looking at, like you said, that voice of Chicago, thinking about the different eras that he's been able to travel through to his present day career. And I feel like he did a good job of documenting that in this album. And really, again, sounded like a full artist. One thing that I always used to talk about Herb that I didn't fuck with, Herb was an artist that just rapped. It seemed like the nigga just got nonstop.
A lot of bars.
Yeah, you feel me? But the songs and trying to make like a cohesive chorus and something that's a little catchy that you can actually play, I feel like it was like, because I ain't gonna stunt. I can probably name maybe, and I don't ask me the songs, but I could maybe name like 4 songs of Herb's that I'd be like, I played that on some I want to hear Herb type shit. Other than that, it's because I'm listening to a project. I'm listening to him and whatever it is. You feel me?
Right.
And so saying that shit to say, this was the first album in a minute that I felt like, hey, he didn't found a niche. He didn't found a pocket. And I can see him real life sticking to this for the next little while. You feel me? I feel like he showed growth in regard to not only his artistry but his lifestyle, talking about shit in his stories and how he was moving and how he was doing. Like I feel like this project definitely just it made sense for real.
Yeah, like I say, it most definitely made us realize how long Herb has been around and the longevity. He has songs with that title in it, and just knowing that he's that like witnessing him is like a 16-year-old kid, and just still being here, which a lot of niggas still not here, especially a lot of Chicago artists, and especially a lot of Chicago artists who successfully, and we can say Herb seems to have successfully made it out of Chicago and out into a stardom level. You know what I'm saying? So
mainstream media type.
Yeah, mainstream media, bit a household name to some and many. So like I said, it's just good to see that a person that we him and Bibby and just him in general that we grew fond of in the early stages and remained in liking to continue to give us things throughout. Some we liked more than others.
Yeah, on me, because none of it was ever weak. None of it's ever been.
Yeah,
it's just like this one
repetitive
just hit
Herb,
different.
Repetitive Herb sound, repetitive flow, repetitive. But like we enjoyed pretty much every minute of it. But like you said, it sounded the same. This did just sound like a different situation, like a different producing team, a different him, a different, and I guess with the longevity and with growing and with being in the media and just having shit going on, I guess it's fuel to the fire. Gives you more to rap about.
Yeah.
You've been through more. You've been counted out. You've been through the ups and downs. You've been through the drama, baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Like like I say, to a person that's ambitious and to a person that's looking to grow, he laid it all out on the table for us in this album.
Facts. And so I ask you this: would you consider this drill music? Like, was this album like drill for you? Did it, or was it something different?
It was a drill vibe.
Okay.
It was drill moments.
Okay.
It was some storytelling. It was, I guess because of the artist, I would still call it drill music. It was a little bit more beautiful than that, though. It was a little bit more artsy than drill music. Like I said, it gave drill in a different way.
And that's the part I'm trying to figure out. Like, it was like a graduated for me. Like, it was like it was obviously remnants, like I said, of where he was as an artist, but it was more so from a space of, like you said, going through stuff, reflecting on it, putting it out there, you know what I'm saying? And really just telling your I feel like, and maybe this is just me, when I think drill, I think active. I think this is almost, I don't want to say instructional music, but it's damn near we slide, we slid, we did, and we doing. You feel me? Whereas this was more so, I feel like, talking about being, again, I feel like it was graduating from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one thing that I did say, and this is, I'm going to give the disclaimer, we do not promote any type of violence, any type of whatever on this show. But one of the things that I do fuck with about the whole movement is when, and I'll say allegedly, because again, I don't know any of this. I'm no nigga who be watching niggas' hoods and who be into it and all that shit. But you hear fucked up shit about No Limit, Herb, all them shit seems to get dealt with. In his music, though, you hear a lot of it's trade. It's I ain't gonna say it's even trade, because I think on one of them songs he say if it's 10 bodies, it's 7-3. They lost 3. It's a lot more than 3. Yeah. But it's a thing where I respect the authenticity and reality of it, in a sense that I guess I never even took Herb as a nigga who I imagined outside. And he may have been doing hits, doing whatever. He may be that guy. But to me, it was always, he spoke from a good narrator's perspective, close enough to be right on top of the heat and right, he was telling the story, narrating the story. Yeah, but
I see what you're saying.
I'm still.
I believe Herb did some things.
Yeah, I'm not discrediting him.
You know,
and that's what I'm saying.
And maybe when the money comes,
shot at a nigga, maybe held down a nigga.
Yeah,
broad daylight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
You feel me? Yeah, I don't. And again,
the police tossed the gun over the gate. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe so.
And so
standing on the block, that can happen.
And that's what I appreciate. That's what I've always appreciated about his artistry. Being able to being able to feel the stories being authentic, but not to the point it's like, all right, G, this nigga's doing too much. Like he's did you
kill
that?
50 niggas?
You know what I'm saying?
You killed them all.
You did that. So again, I feel like this project was a good just oversight of where he's been in his career thus far. And I fucked with it for real. Like you say, damn near no skips. Like all of it gives. He had like maybe 3 or 4 songs on there that, like I said, I could actually hear like, oh yeah, he made a hook to the, and that's, I feel like Herb always making songs with you damn near don't remember his hooks. You don't remember too many Herb courses. Yeah, like it's like, oh yeah, he just rapped.
I'm rolling.
You know what I'm saying? Baby, the slow shit with Ari and shit. Like,
other than that,
yeah, I can't. And I fuck with it. You hear me? I fuck with the rap. I love rapidy rap, but I feel like as far as the industry goes and the commercial aspect of it, it wasn't going to, I feel like, excel his career. But something like this, it's like, oh yeah, all right, nigga, you.
And I think what kept Herb around as long as he's been around is just because he could actually rap. And like I said, his voice does bring a presence and like a roar, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a strong presence. So, and like I said, he is talented. So I think that's what's kept him around as far as just features and as far as just always being in the conversation of a person who can get on the track and tee the track up. You know what I'm saying?
And being one of the oldest YNs now. And when I say oldest, I mean like it's crazy to think transitioning out of.
I was out of high school when I found out about Herb. So Herb was in high school. And now to see he's damn near probably 30, 31. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, transitioning. Yeah, the last of those YNs.
Yeah. And seeing, like he was saying on Reasons, like the culture of today's rap in general, not even just from Chicago, him, Keith, Dirk, Louis, I don't really like putting Louis in there because I feel like Louis was never he was a drill rapper, but Louis wasn't a violent like how these niggas is today with the switches and all that shit.
So some niggas got popped in the music,
but it wasn't all about popping niggas in the music. Like, and so with that, I feel like,
and that's because drill music changed.
Yeah, on me.
Drill music was having a good time, turning up. pill popping a nigga if need be.
Yeah.
But it's bossing. We
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
Lake Shore.
And it turned into
Name
spot him,
dropping,
got him. We
smoking
seen
all
such
year.
and such. We smoked, putting them in a pack, all that.
And it
You
was
feel
and
me?
I think the thing that it was drill music shifted because Chicago shifted.
On me.
Meaning like
It got more
dangerous, more
Yeah.
violent, more niggas was outside trying to catch a nigga to kill. You know what I'm saying?
And rap about it. Talk about put that nigga in the booth and tell niggas like, hey, we got such and such, but you down so and so.
I was on 63rd. Yeah, I heard.
You hear me?
What's the word?
Yeah,
Bird.
you
Yeah.
hear me?
So yeah, niggas. Like I say, the drill music shifted because Chicago was already attached to drill music, and when Chicago switched, well, not even switched, but took off for what it was already kind of known for. It took off even more. The drill music, obviously, every street nigga want to be a rapper or a hooper, and more so a rapper. And it Chicago crime rate went up, and drill music crime rate went up as well. God damn it!
I've been calling it a graduation. I feel like this was more like a funeral to drill. This was damn near, in my mind, this was like Herb is a great product from that era that was able to steal. Because again, either niggas is smoked or locked up. Talk about The Voice. His ass is voiceless at the moment.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so to be an artist who was able to see a lot of what was going on in the city, be a part of and do what, and then had his own case of legal
Situation.
troubles
Yeah.
and all that different type of stuff, and put out a project that's like, hey, G, this is Lil Herb, and that's why I appreciate the creative cover and the creative direction that he was going in with that, in regard to like, y'all see Lil Herb, and this is what he's comprised of in regard to, these are my struggles, these are my pains, these are the ones that I done lost, and these are the shits that I gained, you know. And again, it shows, I think, a good cycle of ultimately what the fuck stand down till you come up look like. I feel like that's been a theme on the show recently, like going through your trials, your tribulations, all that different type of stuff, and doing it in the fashion that only you could. Cause nigga, I can't handle your problems like you handle your problems. You can't handle mines like me. And so with that being said, understanding that when you going through this shit, having different outlets, having different avenues to travel and express is always going to be the key. And I think, like you said, and opening up, calling him a poet, it's like, yeah, because the stories that he's able to depict and tell are so detailed and so vivid that, yeah, it's rap, but you can also hear the feeling in the music. And so I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Lil Herb. You feel me? Good album.
Yeah, it was a great album. Like I said, I give it a 10 out of 10. I'm not calling it the rap album of the year or anything of that nature, but it most definitely did it for me. It did it for me. It gave us a decent amount of songs, not too long, not too short. It was kind of just, the little kick punch you needed. And like I said, he had not too many features. Threw my boy Wyclef on that thing one
On
time.
me.
One time.
Yeah,
Windy
man.
City didn't go. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
it was what it was. And like I said, Herb don't got to give us nothing for a little minute.
Yeah.
I don't need nothing from
can
Herb
damn
no
near-
time
yeah.
soon.
He can go off that. He can damn near rock with that for real. Because I think that was that's something that's sustainable. That's something that you can build off of. And I think, again, any artist that's, whether they commercial, independent, whatever the case, I think the true lesson in it is allowing your life to unfold and really just sticking to it, sticking to what you know and your process. Because this, I think it was definitely it brought me back. Like I keep saying, it brought me back to the beginning. Damn near, at least for me, 2012. You know what I'm saying? 2011 when I first heard Herb and them, and it was like, damn, okay, this a new hot nigga from Chicago. You feel me? Like, and it made me feel like that again. And music, it don't give that same feel no more. It's rare that like the artist ain't gonna stunt. This year, I say I've been on the rap tip probably impressed most, and I'm gonna just say off my head, Big X the Plug, Central C. Like those are rap albums that I feel like got constant replay value for the time that I was fucking with them heavy type shit. And now Herb can be added to that list. And I'm sure it's other motherfuckers who I was, but
Pretty sure Gunna gave us one.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. So I ain't mad at it.
Sure.
I ain't mad at it. Have anything else?
I do not, sir.
On me, and with that, just keeping it quick with a precious perspective, understanding that lane, understanding the direction in which I tell people all the time, like where your attention goes, your energy flows. And so whenever you're looking to accomplish, whether it's short term, long term, whatever the case may be, any type of goal, endeavor, you just got to make sure you stay focused and stay attentive to how things are changing around you. And when things change around you, make sure you don't change, because just because the seasons change, just because shit around you change, don't necessarily mean that you supposed to as well. And so you a lot of times reap the fruits of your labor by staying you. And with that, it's a wrap. Peace.